Alright, so about a year ago, I made a video about Lil Uzi without auto-tune. I posted on my YouTube channel and it got 50,000 views. The video was very controversial just because everyone in the comments were saying it's fake. Other people were saying it's real. Some people were saying it was me. Some people were saying I recorded my own audio, but no, it was actually Lil Uzi's vocals. And I thought, why not break it down? Let me try to break it down and show everyone what I did. So I'm gonna open up the file and break down everything I did. Alright, so how to mix Lil Uzi vocals. Alright, so this is how to mix Lil Uzi's vocals. Alright, let's look for it. Let's look for it in my files. Damn, I still can't find it. Right here, look, Lil Uzi EXO Life Tour. EXO Tour Life. Oh my god, I named it wrong. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the file to open up. Alright. Yep, this is the file. Alright, so this is the beat. I'm gonna change the color just to let it make it more noticeable. Alright, the beat's gonna be blue, and then his vocals are gonna be, it'll be green. Alright, so there's three of them. The beat, vocals, and then this is like reverb and stuff. Alright, let me break down what I did. Alright, so for the beat, it looks like I put a little more bass frequencies in it just to make it hit harder. Alright, so let me turn that off real quick. Yeah, it's very subtle, But that's all I did to the beat. The beat, I literally, this is what I did. Lil Uzi Vert, EXO Tour Life. Instrumental. I literally probably just clicked this one right here. It's perfect. It sounds exactly like the song. So I downloaded that. I don't know if that's the exact video, but... Now for his vocals, the big controversial part. Is it me? Fake? I really don't know how I could fake this. It really... I don't really care if you cry. So see these right here, these buttons? I can actually turn off all of these effects just by switching this. I don't really care if you cry. There's no other channels. Like let me scroll. There's nothing more. Look, there's literally just these three. For like a year, I've been getting notifications. This is fake. This ain't real. This is you. What's the first thing I did? Let me turn them all off. So first thing I did, I turned on the limiter. If you don't know what a limiter is, it basically crunches down any loud part, it boosts any quiet part. So look. I don't really care if you cry. So look. This is what I mean. He really yelled at this part, and then he was quieter at this part, and then the same thing here. So I wanted to level it all out so it could all be at the same level, just so we can hear every word clear. So that's the first thing I did, just to bring up the voices and make it more clear. Make it all even. The next thing I did was the EQ. So with the EQ, I like to take out a lot of the bass in the voice. I don't know if you know, but in rap, I've noticed that they actually like turn everything off. They erase the majority of the bass in the vocal. So look, I just took a little subtle. There's this bass that's really strong. I took some of that out. Also, if you take the bass out of the vocal, it makes the beat hit harder too. So it gives room for the vocal. Alright, then I put some fresh air. This fresh air basically adds some high frequency. I forgot where I got this. I saw a YouTuber recommend it. Downloaded it. Let me turn it off. On. Basically adds the like high frequencies in the voice, like. Then I added some. Oh wow! I forgot I used this the stock auto-tune with FL Studio. I use a different one right now. But look, I guess for the auto-tune I used Picture. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eye. There we go. That's when it starts sounding a little different. Let me turn it off. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eye. Alright, so this is how I found the key. I literally just looked it up. Key. It says B minor, and then look, yeah, I put B minor. This is how you adjust how much autotune you want to put. I put a lot of autotune on it. Should've saw the way she looked me in my eye. So look, let me turn off the autotune again. This is a different part of the song. I don't really care if you cry. Look, I'm gonna turn it on. I don't really care if you cry. I know you should never lie. Okay, look, I added another limiter, so this is just to literally level out the vocals even more. It's literally just to bring up the quietness in the vocal. Look, it looks like I added another EQ. I took some out of the middle part, because in the middle there's like this weird frequency that I don't like. It doesn't fit with the beat as much, so I don't really care if you. It's subtle, you can barely hear it. Alright, so now that I got the actual vocal like cleaned up, I'm So I leave bass in the vocals, but there's the extra bass that doesn't need to be there, and it crashes with the beat. So I try to remove the part that would crash, so then I could let the beat shine. So after that, I want to add reverb and delay in his vocals. Obviously, you don't want to add it on the same channel. It just makes it sound weird. So I like to channel it to a different channel. I literally just click here, turn it on. So, and then I added some reverb. It sounded like I added a lot of reverb to this. I'm gonna fix this because I don't like that much reverb no more. And then I got some delay onto here. I literally just messed around with this, like the timing, the cutoff, and the volume. I'm committed, not addicted, but it keep controlling me. Out of pain, I can feel it. I swear that it's showing me. Yeah. So another thing I've learned since then, I'm gonna add it right now in the video. For reverb, I like to take off a lot of the bass because it also gets in the way in the background. When I put reverb, there's also like a whole bunch of bass and high frequencies floating in the reverb. Yeah, this is the whole mix.